100K all day as Bitcoin officially crosses that also glorious $100,000 level, getting as high as $104,000. Not as high as I was on Life yesterday as I watched the price just bloop, 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 bloop. And that sell wall, you see that sell wall just come crashing down. You know, this is not a normal day, so it's not going to be normal. Sorry, but man, oh man, I was so damn excited yesterday. And then I realized, I was like, shit, we probably should have done a stream. Anyways, we're doing the stream today, and we're super excited, guys. A lot is happening. Investors are buying. Retail is buying. Institutions are buying. Is the U.S. buying? What is Michael Saylor going to do? What is going on? Are we ever going to see a sub 100K Bitcoin again? There's already talks about that. Where are we headed to next? We also have some altcoin news to share with you. What the hell happened with that stupid Haktua coin? We got it all broken down for you. Hopefully, none of you in our community wasted your money on that stupid coin launch. We'll talk about that. Alex Mashinsky has pleaded guilty. What does his sentence look like? And also take a look at Ethereum. Approaching $4,000. Is it ETH's time to shine? We'll talk about that and much, much more in today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's
It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, where we take old, boring, and stale Bitcoin prices and we put it in the six-figure range. $100,000 is now in the books. Wow, it's been a long time coming. You know what? We talked about it last bull market. We said, hey, what is the top? People were throwing out 150,000, 120,000. Some people even said $200,000 Bitcoin. That was in 2021. It never came, but it did come. Just 4 years late.
Came pretty fast.
There you go. Just like my boy over here. All right, so. Oh, man. What a day to be alive.
What? Do you remember the exact moment? What were you doing when it hit 100?
Oh, man. I was actually standing in my kitchen in my underwear with a bowl of Fruit Loops, and I was sobbing to myself.
You know, when RFK goes in office, you no more Fruit Loops for you, my friend. Rocco, what were you doing? You remember when Bitcoin hit 100? What? He said I was working.
Was working, so no fun. But I was happy though.
It was on the side hustle, huh?
Yeah.
You know,
working at the strip club right there.
Oh, there we go.
The one in Flamingo, the one you like.
oh, the one you like.
Oh,
yeah.
the platinums. If you ever make it out to Las Vegas and you want to go to the cringiest, let me.
Don't pull.
Why you pull it out?
Doing?
Don't pull it out,
bro. We're not talking about strip clubs today. We're talking about Bitcoin.
Anyway, you know we get sidetracked here.
You know what I was doing? I was at Walgreens shopping for a Christmas present for my wife, and I saw Bitcoin hit 100K. It was glorious.
All right. Oh man, look at this gem of a. If you.
His webpage blocked him.
Why?
That's a sign, buddy. Don't.
Oh, look at that play.
What is that?
Look at that play.
This is on. It's on Flamingo. Okay, it won't let me zoom in. So this. It won't.
Bro, that looks like
the door is boarded.
That looks like from GTA, the game where you take your car in to get the missions. That's what it looks like.
Let's just say this is where the strippers come to retire. I don't think anyone's under the age of 38, probably 58 actually. But you know, well-seasoned, experienced strippers there.
Wow.
Maybe
it's like the Caesar's Palace.
Can we have a meetup when Bitcoin when Bitcoin comes to Las Vegas? We're going to have the convention here. By the way, come celebrate with us. Bitcoin convention in May, coming to the home of Sin City Crypto, where we're gonna party. We're gonna have a meetup at Platinum Strip Club.
We're not.
And for all of our viewers
it'll be
here,
just Robin. We'll tell you where the real meetup is. We'll give you the address. We'll make sure Robin's not in there.
It's the after party. We're gonna buy the place out. There we go.
Probably what, $100 to buy it.
Probably. They're like. We go in there like we want to buy the place out. They're like, well, our lease is still going on for another 10 years. Like, no, we don't want to purchase. No, just one night. Like, oh.
Oh man. All right. Today to celebrate, let's get in some news here. So yesterday we had $500 million flow into Bitcoin from the ETFs. BlackRock again continues to lead the way. I think this has a lot to do. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Larry Fink's constantly on TV talking about the value of Bitcoin, why everyone should have it. And it's no surprise that they continue every single day. We show this. they are by far the number one inflows for Bitcoin ETFs, 571 million. Cumulative 556, because we saw around 100 million flow out of Grayscale's product. You also had this news. Semler Scientific, the mini MicroStrategy, has acquired 303 Bitcoin for 29 million at a price of 96.7K per Bitcoin. And as of yesterday, they hold 1,870 Bitcoin valued at $147 million with their average purchase price of 78.5 thousand. So, any thoughts here?
When are we going to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve for the business?
Well, I mean,
maybe
why are you asking me? We should ask you. Right, Rocco?
Yeah.
I am the one that spends way too much money here.
That is very true. Yeah.
Which, by the way, we won't be streaming from our studio tomorrow because we have a final piece of the construction coming in. Yeah,
No, I'm sure you could put 2 and 2 together. But.
Yeah, the props are gone. The construction crew will be here after the show today. So
yeah, we're excited. We're still gonna have a lot of content coming out. We have 2 videos today, 2 tomorrow, 2 Saturday, and
you know they say like, hey, when Bitcoin hits 100K, there will be signs. They're gonna be watching our YouTube, be like, you might not know we have a lot of Bitcoin, but there will be signs.
Well, we don't. We just have dirty fiat. We want.
You know, I was. I know. We want to get into the news, but you know, I feel like today's a very special day.
It is.
You know why it's a special day?
Because I'm here.
No.
Okay.
So
because Rocco's here.
You know, we did. We launched at the very top of the bull market.
Literally,
like
September of 21.
So Sin City Crypto, it was. I think it was December.
It
right?
was not Sin City Crypto. September 2021.
September 4th. 2021. And so when was the all-time high at that
November.
point? It was in November. So we were 2 months off of launching our channel. And yeah, so I mean, if you were to, in hindsight, if you were to tell a story, you'd be like, man, what a terrible time to launch. But I think it's probably the best time to launch.
Actually a good time, yeah.
So that way you have that 4 years to really learn, find yourself to make good content because, when we first started, wasn't that
none of the Sin City crew, none of us had any camera presence. None of us knew anything about audio, about video, about streaming, nothing. And so those 3 years, those 2.5, 3 years of everything going down and viewership being lost, it was a great opportunity for us to.
And then during the journey, we met Rocco, which, took our production to the next level as well. And, we've grown immensely. But anyways, I actually found a video. This one was from 2022 wrap up. So it kind of shows you what it looks like when we started. And basically when we
weren't even Sin City Crypto.
We were estimating that we were going to be at $100,000 Bitcoin. We never got there, and we just kind of chugged through the bear market. And I think that this is a good indication that like, hey, the bull market is here. The hard work is paying off. Those of you that bought Bitcoin at any point in time, you are now in profit and you're in the 100K zone. And so let's take a look at the bear market journey. Hola. 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 It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome.
2022 has been a pretty crazy year. We've seen a lot of business growth. I've personally seen a lot of personal growth in myself. I've seen a lot of personal growth in Robin and Kyler and Rocco. And so this is our first full year in the YouTube game. And I'm pretty happy with how far we've come.
What's up, Snap? We're back, baby.
Crypto oh my God.
Back. Crypto fan, we back. We were actually called DR Crypto when we first launched.
Okay. Grab the cape.
Come on, man.
Grab the cape.
The cape is not necessary, bro.
All right.
This was so dumb.
I was there.
That was a price prediction.
It's been really rough. I've been bedridden and violently shaking since I was told I was being replaced.
Today is our official launch.
This is our official launch.
Real quick.
What's up?
So HP.
We had 21?
21?
Oh, we opened it up?
Are you lying?
21 viewers. We were so excited about 21 viewers.
Oh, God. Who is that?
First of all, we hit 27 viewers today, right? Was that the max? 27 28? viewers, So 28 viewers. Our previous all-time high was at 21. We hit over 500 subscribers, so really juiced about that.
Bro, we made it. 1,000 subscribers, baby. Shut up, no. Yes, we did. Look what I got in my hand. Let's go. Party time!
Where we do what? We take the old, the sexy. No, I messed it up. And then our logo's missing there on the banner.
Building through the bear market as a brand new channel, we knew we had a long-term vision in mind and a goal.
Forrest will be joining us every Friday, starting the 15th, to do our market analysis TA segment for us, for you guys.
So, Sin City Crypto membership. So we'll come out with some cool stickers and emojis. And we'll get one of me. What do you think? Yeah. With like, how about like made that homecoming king crown? A homecoming king crown, like and a hola for sure. Was in the producer chair today. Why don't you show that pretty face of yours there, brother?
Paisan.
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
look at
there
that.
it
Look
is.
at
Fucking Robin.
Yeah, look at that.
Rocco looks like he got younger.
Hola everybody, this is Rocco, the Dom from Sin City Crypto. I want to thank everybody for this beautiful 2022, and what about 2023? A lot more content is coming up and a lot more videos. I want to thank everybody from myself, my family, and my niece Aranza. They're shooting this video right now.
Thank you.
See you, bye-bye.
As you saw with the second half of the year,
You know, he said 2023. He meant 2024.
That was
Well, if
2027.
you want to watch that video in its entirety, it is 15 minutes long. That was about 3 minutes of it. It's in it says it's labeled 2022 year wrap up. So,
You can just put the link in the chat.
yeah.
Just don't leave the live. Okay, don't mess up our numbers. All right, good blast from the past. Blast from the past. All right, you know,
So what a ride, man. You know, I genuinely just want to say that, like, what a ride. I know a lot of us have talked about 100K Bitcoin. So I feel like today is a very monumental day. It's a good day to reflect, right? Because I know everybody's talked about, hey, Bitcoin will get to 100,000. I know everybody said it,
I'm
right?
just curious. Is the beard ever coming back? The goatee
Did you like the beard look?
made you look younger.
Made me look younger?
Yeah, you look old now. You look old and stale and boring. We got to turn you back into sexy. No, you are in the market for a
bring a sexy
wife
back.
potentially. You know, we got to get you up to par.
I'm not getting married again, man.
Why not?
Because then she's entitled to half my Bitcoin.
We'll just make her sign that also powerful prenuptial agreement. You know, I tried telling you yesterday, and you laughed at me. I said, bro, the McRib, that fucking McRib, and I told you. Well, this guy told you, and I just amplified it. We go 2x every time the McRib comes back. No, you all laughed at me, and look at where we are now. Well, not 2x, but the McRib indicator never fails. McDonald's just...
I will bring in some McRibs on Monday.
No, thank you. We're good. Unless Rocco wants one.
Especially after your history on buying meat
Let's
somewhere.
have a 100K celebration and a McRib Monday. If you want to see, come here, give me the camera. If you want to see the McRib Monday, we'll put it on the thumbnail. We will we'll blast it on our X. We're gonna celebrate McRib Monday, which is it's an homage to McRib because we owe the $100,000 Bitcoin thanks to you, the McRib. So on Monday, if we get to 250 likes, we'll have McRib Monday. We're at 80. We don't even have 250 viewers, so we gotta wait for the viewers to come in. We'll have McRib Monday if we get 250 likes.
All right, I can do that. 250.
Yeah, I mean we don't even have 250 viewers, so I mean we gotta.
You know, I figured people would be excited to watch some crypto content today, man. Where's everyone at? You think they're celebrating? You got drunk last night and.
Probably. Yeah,
You know,
I hear buying Lambos and stuff. They're at the dealership right now.
You know, we had Rob, you talk about the perfect storm, right? When everything just comes together, right? We had the McRib, and then yesterday, out of nowhere, we had this. We had the most powerful man in the world, a lot of people say. Listen to what he had to say about Bitcoin.
War in the Federal Reserve itself, in terms of the system. What do you think of that idea?
I don't think that's how people think about it. I mean, it's so... You know, people use Bitcoin as a speculative asset, right? It's like gold. It's just like gold, only it's virtual. It's digital. People are not using it as a form of payment. or as a store of value. It's highly volatile. It's not a competitor for the dollar. It's really a competitor for gold. You know, that's really how I think of it.
Gold, Jerome Powell, the McRib. The stars are aligning, man. The stars are aligning. Oh, and then this as well. I think this is Jim Cramer version 2 here, Peter Schiff. This was him back on November 8th of 2019. Keep dreaming. Bitcoin is never going to hit 100K. And to which I posted, hi, Peter. I would love to bring Peter on the show. I'll joke aside. I'd love to bring.
I've messaged him quite a few times.
I think he's a closet Bitcoin guy.
He has ignored all of our requests.
It's okay. One day he won't be able to ignore us. Maybe we'll run into him at a Bitcoin convention or something. Probably not.
No.
And then this was kind of a funny exchange. So this is when Bitcoin hit 100K. This is what let's listen to this exchange.
I've been a skeptic over the years because of some of the things that you just quoted Powell on in terms of its store of value. It's not a currency equivalent, right? It is a speculative asset. And we say be very, very careful. Be very careful. We don't have it in client assets right now. There are ways to play it through the exchanges. But certainly it's getting the attention, and we're getting lots of questions about it.
40% since the election, but 60% ARR for 15 years, or 10 or 15 years. So, I mean, you've missed it.
We have missed that.
Yeah.
We did miss the U.S. equity.
You said you missed it. It's like, yeah, we missed it. You have that. You had Ken Griffin yesterday from the Citadel saying, yeah, I kind of wish I would have bought some crypto in 2022. And then you have this madman, Michael Saylor. When I listened to this,
well, did you see this real quick?
Oh no.
So you have Donald Trump came out and well,
let's go.
So Donald Trump says, "Congratulations, Bitcoiners, $100,000. You're welcome."
You're welcome or what? What did he do? He did something.
So I mean, the man has to take credit for everything.
How do you not like him? Like, that's funny, dude. You're welcome. Like, come on.
Why?
You're welcome. Well, it is up 40% since he got elected, and so
let's face it.
Let's ignore the halving cycle.
Let's face it.
Ignore the halving cycle.
Look,
ignore.
I'm not trying to get political here, but let's face it. If the other person won, Bitcoin would not be at 100K. Correct?
I agree. We were going to get there. I just think it would have been delayed. It would have delayed. Yeah. So I guess there's some truth.
Anyways, thanks, Donald, and you're welcome too. I guess I know you have some crypto. So you have that. Then you have Michael Saylor, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "What is like? He can't be serious, but I guess he is." Listen to what he said on Fox Business.
What I would say about Bitcoin, which is just wonderful, is if you accumulate a lot of wealth in Bitcoin and you just burn the keys when you leave, you're making a pro rata contribution to everybody that owns Bitcoin in the world based upon their contribution and their knowledge of Bitcoin. So I think that supporting Bitcoin as a protocol for prosperity is just a great thing to do. And otherwise, I think, take the Bitcoin with you.
Yeah. Will you be known more for the economic success or the humanitarian success?
I hope I'm known for having taken the torch from Satoshi and went on to commercialize Bitcoin with corporations and governments decades after he passed.
All right. Let's remember what happened to Prometheus. Let's hope that doesn't happen to you as you try to pass the torch on. Michael.
So this dude's going to be, assuming he keeps buying, he's probably going to be sitting on 1 million Bitcoin. He's going to burn the key.
I mean, he's not. That's his company. His company, MicroStrategy, isn't going to burn their keys.
Oh, that's right.
And so, yeah. So,
well, I mean,
he has his own personal holdings outside of the company's holdings, and so
you know how much he holds? I don't.
I haven't. I have never caught wind of the total he has.
I don't know if he's made it public.
But I mean, he's a very wealthy individual. Obviously, I mean, you could easily call him a billionaire. So I would imagine all of his net worth, that's any kind of liquid cash or
outside
any kind of his portfolio is going to be 100% Bitcoin. I mean, I wouldn't imagine he's holding any kind of stocks outside of maybe his own company, right?
Outside of Satoshi, is Saylor like is he like the legend?
Is it even possible that maybe he is Satoshi?
No.
And I know that's never really been discussed. I mean, he did go to MIT.
I was going to say he did go to MIT.
So, I mean, I've never heard of him having any kind of cryptography experience or background. So, I mean, that's a stretch, but I don't know. I mean, Satoshi was pretty, pretty selfless,
You know what's interesting you say that, and it's got my wheels turning a little bit. Did you watch Saylor on the PBD podcast?
He's been on there like 5 times.
No, but the last one.
Yeah.
You remember how he reacted when PBD asked him, like, who do you think Satoshi is? He kind of, I've never seen Saylor that emotional. I've never seen him react that way to a question. And he was kind of fumbling his words, and you could tell his like tone changed. And he was like, yeah, we don't want to talk about that. It's disrespectful. I'm like, is he Satoshi? I don't know. We never talk about Saylor being Satoshi. Interesting. All right, before we move on, I do want to give a big thank you to today's channel sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Legacy Network. The LGCT token, guys, is coming very soon. Also, for those of you, the first 10 people that order the almanac, we got your emails. We're going to reach out to you because you're going to get some free LGCT tokens, compliments of Legacy, our channel partner. Love these guys. If you don't have their app, do yourselves a favor. You can start earning the LGC tokens in the app, which has a non-custodial wallet. And so download the app on Google and Apple Play stores. Also, join their Telegram to stay up to date on everything Legacy and the token. The link is in the description of this video. Now, I do want to share, do want to pivot a little bit from BTC. And I want to go real quick before I pivot. End of the year Bitcoin price prediction, go. December 31st, 2020.
December 31st. I will go with 118,000.
I'm going to go 126.
Yeah.
Rocco?
By the end of the year?
Yeah.
130.
130? Okay. I was originally going to go 130, but I was like, holiday time, people are away, the markets aren't open. At least the stock markets aren't open. But yeah, I still think 123. That's my number. Curious, you watching, where do you think Bitcoin's price will end the year at? Drop a price prediction in the comment section. Also, we did what we think Bitcoin's price will get to in 2025. And all I will say is make sure to watch that video. Make sure to watch that video. That's all I will say. You'll know
big giveaway in there.
A big one. The biggest one we've ever done.
Yeah.
We've never done a giveaway that big.
No.
So watch the video. You'll find out exactly what we're talking about. Let's talk about ETH. Rob, it seems like we're seeing some momentum shifting in Ethereum's way. Taking a look at ETH's price, it was at 3,900, but 3,879 is the price of Ether currently. And we're starting to see an uptick in flows. 167 million of inflows yesterday, again with BlackRock just crushing the rest of the issuers here. BlackRock 124, Fidelity 40. We saw outflows from Grayscale, shocker. Everyone else was pretty much a goose egg. So, Rob, I mean, you think Bitcoin over 100K? You think ETH is about to run?
I've said I think that the next 60 days is ETH's time to shine.
You think the more of those gains are going to come in in 2025 or towards the end of this year?
I think it starts at the end of this year, and I think it continues on into January and February. I just think I would say by February, before March. I'm not sure the time window, but before March, I expect Ethereum to be around that 8,000 to 9,000. I wouldn't be surprised to see it eclipse $10,000. We saw Ethereum explode last bull market. I know the times are different, and there's more competition, and there's scalable solutions outside of Ethereum that is taking some of its market share and value. But it's still king at this point. Now, will it fall off? Will some replace Ethereum? I mean, that's possible, but I still hold conviction that Ethereum is going to rally, and we've seen glimmers of hope that this thing is going to take off. And every time that Ethereum really makes some grounds, it gives some up. So I think that it's testing out the breakout, and it just keeps finding resistance, or keeps having a failure to launch. But I do think that Ethereum is on the way, to 8, 9, perhaps $10,000, and then the next 60 days.
Okay, so with that being said, are you better off holding ETH or Bitcoin through the first quarter?
It's honestly, it's a risk play. I mean, if you want to take on more risk, I mean, right now, I would feel a little bit more comfortable in Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be opposed to holding Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden you see ETH at, say, 4,400, and then buying at that point, waiting essentially for the breakout. I mean, we do it with leverage trading all the time. You wait for the breakout, and then you position yourself. There's no point in layering in as as an asset is, trying to break out. Sometimes you want to wait for the breakout and then put your position in. And so that's kind of my ideology on that one. So,
you mentioned trading. I just want to see how our trading positions are doing.
Want to give some love to the chat in the meantime, Rob?
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah. So if you are new here, say hello. We'd love to give you a little shout out. We got DCA and Prey, Austin, Roller, Omar, also Rhino, and Nathan Sherwood. To all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
All right. So what do we got in for trades? Our ETH trades looking pretty good. By the way, guys, the platform we're using is Buy DeFi. One thing the reason we partner with these guys is because they're in the U.S., no VPN. They got a lot of pairs, solid team. They've been around for a while, and so and their user interface is really good. And so here it is, an update on our trades. We're up. Where are we at? We are up 200% on our ETH position. We're up 57% on our BTC position. 800% on the XRP position. Rocco, should we close this or should we leave it? Our entry was $1.16. Our liquidation is 88 cents.
No,
Should we keep it?
You ask somebody all the XRP.
So that's a yes. We're keeping it. We're not closing this trade out.
We're gonna close it.
I think that thing can be our best trade. We had Doge. We had a long Doge where our liquidations right at 40 cents, or excuse me, 35.9 cents. This one I might close once it gets to like 120. And then XLM got in pretty early. Got in at around 43 cents. It's rallying up to 48.7, and our liquidation's right under 37 cents. That one is up 77%. And so, yeah, shout out to Buy DeFi. If you guys want a link, I think they're giving away some free money, 15%. Use the link in the description of the video. All right, let's move on to some altcoin news, and we'll get into the markets here. Phantom is integrating with Sui. Or Sui. Is it Sui or Sui? I think it's Sui, right?
Yeah.
Sui. So it's coming to the Sui ecosystem. One wallet, endless possibilities. And Sui is actually up.
It's up
pretty big today, right?
One of the top performers, up 15% on the 24 hours.
Oh, it's over $4. Let's go.
Yeah, it's up 21% on the week. So very, very strong performance out of Sui.
You bullish on Sui?
We are. We did a video on it maybe about 3-4 weeks ago. Maybe it's time to revisit.
Another one, yeah. Good idea.
It was a good performing video.
But is this too risky for you? A lot of people point to the tokenomics and the unlocks. Is it too risky, or?
I mean, I think it's too risky for a long-term play, but
what about?
I mean, obviously,
what about? Okay, so I talk about my bucket to bucket. There's 3 buckets. What about the cycle to cycle bucket? You think this fits in there?
Like holding it till next cycle?
No. Like in this cycle, like I think this is a good play, and then when the cycle starts to become new.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has a lot of the Solana vibes to it as far as its movement. I mean, you can even argue tokenomics, speed, community. And so could you see Sui get into the top 10? I think so. And so, is it a good play to get in now, hold it for 3, 4, 6, 9 months? I think so. I wouldn't hold it any longer than that myself personally, if you want my opinion. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see this at like, say, $40. I know that's about a 10x from where it is now, and kind of shocking the markets. So
$40, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which would put at $120 billion market cap. So,
I mean, Forrest says it, and I'll say it too. Hex got to 90. Not crazy. Hex got to $90 billion. Someone asked, Fernando, can you compare Sol dominance to? Oh, you said dominance. Thought you wanted to take a look at the pair. Anyways, I thought I was granting your wish, but this is Sol versus Ethereum. I'll pull up the Sol dominance, ETH dominance here in a second, but Solana's been bleeding against ETH. And so this is going all the way back to November 18th. And so we're going to see a reversal potentially. But yeah, I mean, you'd be better off holding Ethereum over the last, 3 weeks than you would, or 2 to 3 weeks than you would holding ETH. Sorry, Solana. So, and then some other news in the altcoin markets. I want to talk a little bit about RWA. RWA token volume has exploded to new all-time highs of $15 billion, shattering the previous max of just $2 billion, which in turn has pushed its market cap all-time high to $66 billion, which used to be $57.6 billion. And we talk about RWA, first ones that come to mind, Ondo, Stellar Lumens, Ethereum, Securities, which doesn't really have a token. So, I mean, RWA, any insight on RWA, Robin, and how you plan on maximizing gains in this sector for 2025? And I also want to add, there's some names that not a lot of people bring up, right? Charles mentioned RWA with Midnight. We know Solana has got some RWA plays that no one really talks about. Polygon, it's actually one of the leading networks for RWA that no one ever talks about. So what are your thoughts?
I still like Ondo. I mean, I haven't dug too deep into the RWA ecosystems and, to see who the most successful or our favorite picks are. We do have a full write-up in the Almanac. So if you want a little bit more of a deep dive in RWAs as far as which ones kind of rise to the top, make sure you get a copy of that. But I like Ondo. I know we talked about it this week. Something I've been talking about that I would expect to see a big price movement. I think that Ondo, extremely undervalued. Is it still or is it still outside the top 50 on the market cap list?
I believe. Good question. Let's find out.
Yeah, it's at number 61. So with a $2 billion market cap being the chain of choice for BlackRock when it comes to RWAs, I think that this is so far away from where I think the price is going to be. I mean, dare I say $100? I mean, I think at its peak this coming year in 2025, I think this is something that shocks everyone. And I mean, if you look back, it was only it was under 60 cents in November. So a month ago, I mean, it's already 3x. I know a lot of projects have 3x, but I mean, it's still massively undervalued. I don't know how you don't have some slice of your portfolio in Ondo. I genuinely don't. I think that this is almost a must-have at this point.
I agree.
If it was in the top 20, we would have a different discussion. But I think for where it is and where it's going to be, it's such a no-brainer for me.
Shout out to Cryptic Mushroom. He said, Ondo bought me a new aviator and soon a new house. That'd be awesome, man. I want to share 3 more that not a lot of people talk about. One is, shout out to, who was that in the chat that said Chainlink? Jesse. Chainlink, 100% agree, right? I want to talk about connecting and tokenizing an RWA. Chainlink sits at the top. Also, XDC, right? This is actually in the Almanac, like Rob mentioned. I won't go into details, but don't sleep on XDC with a market cap of $1 billion. And then Mantra as well. This is a layer 1 specific for RWAs. That is sitting at a $3.7 billion market cap. But I agree with Rob. I think Ondo's the leading favorite as far as narratives and hey, which one's gonna have the most X's. You talk about BlackRock. You talk about what's the gentleman that's going to be the new SEC chair?
I forget.
Paul Atkins. Ties to Securities, ties to Ondo. So I think Ondo's the play for max like upside. But I think you can get a lot of upside too as far as which ones are actually going to be used and whatnot. And then one more thing I want to share, and then Rob, if you want to queue up the markets here, the prices. This is, guys, highly recommend you go follow this. And just for full disclosure, I have a shitload of this token. And so this thing I bought at like, I don't know, a penny, 2 pennies at like 28 cents. But this thing is automated. It's a bot. It's an AI bot that just drops freaking alpha and metrics and everything. So Tau, BitTensor, is running 27% this week in price as institutional money realizes there's only 2 real decentralized AI infrastructure plays. 81% staking ratio with 21 max supply creates actual scarcity. We take a look at where is BitTensor. And you know what I noticed with BitTensor? Like this thing, like when it rallies, it goes, bro. It goes fast. Let me take a look. It went from $579 on December 3rd to $700 on the same day. Holy shit. I didn't even realize it went that high. December 3rd at 9:15, $588. Sorry, December 4th December, I'm trying to hover. There you go. December 4th at 12 in the morning. So not even 24 hours later, it ran up to $718. So again, that post talked about scarcity, 7.38 million tokens circulating with a max cap of 21 million. People might look at this price, Robin, and say, wow, $700, but look at the market cap, $5 billion. Is this something you might be interested in? Maybe getting some exposure.
Yeah, I mean, AI is going to come back and rally again. I just don't know when. So I would expect BitTensor, ASI, also Near Protocol, all to have big performances this coming year. I do think that AI and AI projects got a little overbought this year. We saw the likes of Render and all of the other AI names really just outperform Bitcoin, outperform altcoins, and now that's just consolidating. It's finding its place in the market. I think that what we're waiting for is perhaps some big breakthrough in AI, whether it's some headline news, robotics, perhaps iPhones, the iPhone AI. iPhone with their new iPhone 18 was supposed to have Apple Intelligence. That didn't roll out with the phone on day one. It was supposed to be launched, in over time. And so we haven't seen that completely flourish yet. So maybe in a couple months when the AI features on iPhone is completely done, maybe there's a little bit more AI focus there or spotlight on that. But I don't know, man. I just think that when the breakout happens, those are going to be the plays that you want to be positioned in. Don't forget ASI, Artificial Superintelligence, which was the merger between Fetch, Ocean Protocol, and SingularityNet. That project has a massive team. Each one of those branches in itself was already well respected. Big AI plays. Now they're all under one blockchain, which is the ASI token. So I would expect that one to do very well as well. And so, I mean, how do you feel about AI? You think there's gonna be another AI pop?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And so the time to get exposure is not when it takes off, but
Rob, that's the thing with a sector like AI, where people got to understand it is constantly evolving, right? We can wake up tomorrow and there's been a breakthrough in artificial intelligence, and that kind of re-energizes the AI crowd. We can go next month or in 2 months and something just like, oh my God, how is that possible? Oh my God, let me go buy AI coins. That's a sector that when something like that happens, and you also got to remember, you have multiple trillion-dollar companies that are working towards artificial intelligence. Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA. I mean, you name it. They're all doing it. And so what does that do? That brings hype and exposure consistently in massive spurts. And if you're positioned in these AI coins that we just talked about, when those things happen, let's say Apple, like Rob mentioned, Apple rolls out this thing in 3 months. Oh my God, my phone can do this. AI. And then you go look, oh, artificial superintelligence. Oh, Near Protocol. Oh, this. So that's the benefit of having exposure. You should have exposure to AI coins because that's part of the reason why I believe. That being said, Rob, let's take a look at the market.
All right. So Bitcoin has officially lost the 100,000. Damn it.
So we are going back under 100K again.
So I do think. What do you think? You think we bounce back? Say we come in Monday.
Bull market's over.
Stop it. Monday. You think we're still over 100,000?
Yeah.
I think that this is short lived, but I don't know. I mean, could we find ourselves in a scenario where we're back down to 97,000?
Maybe. I'm curious to see what the ETF flows are going to look like today.
Yeah.
Very curious. Yeah. Once it crosses 100K, we're going to see a lot of outflows. I don't know.
Well, taking a look at some of the biggest gainers, you do have Render up. So
Jasmine's up too. Look at Jasmine. We got a few people in the community that are Jasmine fans.
Yeah. So Jasmine, Render, Litecoin up 10%. I know someone in the chat was saying, show me Litecoin or something of that nature. So
Mimble Wimble, baby.
You know what?
You coming around to me saying Litecoin's going to make a new all-time high?
No, you know what? No? The X handle, whoever's
that intern is on fire, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
So, you know what? They're catching a lot of that meme love.
But what does that tell you, Robin? When you shift to that and you draw in a community and you draw in essentially attention from people.
But that's short-lived, though, right? I mean,
know,
you
but
can
still,
bring eyeballs. You still need the community. You still need to build. You still need to adapt. You still need a use case, utility. The one thing Litecoin has, I will say, is reputation and also liquidity. I mean, you pretty much can find Litecoin on every single platform that has crypto. If they have anything outside of Bitcoin as available for purchase, you know that Litecoin is there. And so I don't think that Litecoin is a bad play at this point in the market. I just think that it's going to underperform the other top picks that I have, right? I think that Cardano is going to outperform Litecoin. I think that Near Protocol is going to outperform Litecoin. I think that Avalanche is going to crush Litecoin. And so for that reason, I'm fading Litecoin, but it's not because it won't make you money. I think that if you have a Litecoin bag, will you see a $300, $400, maybe $500 Litecoin this coming year? I think it's on the table, but I would just feel a little bit more comfortable being in other projects. But if you're a Litecoin fan, you know what? Up 10%. Litecoin's up 50% on the week.
Litecoin or fart coin?
Fart coin?
Yeah. It's a real coin, by the way.
I'm sure it is. Yeah,
does anything ever surprise you in this space?
But I mean, are you surprised that Litecoin went from $70 to $140?
No, because I said it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. No, you said it, so now
You laughed at me.
I did laugh.
You did laugh.
I'm still laughing.
Who's laughing now? Anyways, continue.
All right, and then Stacks. Interestingly enough, Stacks has just underperformed. If you look at we expected Stacks to really to do better, right? I figured that I thought it was more of a leverage play. This is one that I was pretty bullish on, and so this is one that I was wrong about. I thought that we would have seen a lot bigger Stacks. So you see here, this is on the 1 year. Stacks initially kind of faked everyone out. We saw that the blue line here on top is Stacks, BTC in the orange, and ever since March, it has just underperformed Bitcoin. Did see a little bit of a breakout recently. So, I mean,
the problem is, Rob, competition, man. Just like Cosmos and Polkadot kind of fell by the wayside because now everyone's interoperable now, right?
Yeah.
Now you have Cardano's now a Bitcoin play.
But
ICP's a Bitcoin.
It did just break out though. I mean, this is the trading pair on the 1 month, and so on the month,
blue Stacks is blue.
Yeah. So I mean, it's performing pretty well.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong about Stacks. I think it'll still rally. Now,
I was expecting if Bitcoin was over 100K that we'd see a $5 Stacks. That was kind of my thesis, but
you were for sure wrong. Then. How does it feel to be wrong? You're
not
wrong a lot.
It happens time to time, yeah.
And when it does happen, we make fun of each other and we also take accountability. Anyways, but real quick, Rob, Stacks. Now with what we're seeing with near chain abstraction. Cardano, the Bitcoin OS thing, right? ICP, native Bitcoin, a bunch of other solutions. Does that make you less bullish on Stacks, or what's your kind of thought process?
I mean, you bring up a good point. Stacks was, this is a smart contract solution layer 2 that leverages Bitcoin. Basically, it's smart contracts for Bitcoin. And at the time when Stacks kind of first came on the scene, it wasn't anyone else doing it. Now, I mean, as you mentioned, there's plenty of development when it comes to smart contracts and Bitcoin. And so they are no longer on a pedestal on their own. They are fighting for that sector. And so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they were first to market, or the first big name to have smart contracts on Bitcoin. So, that's worth something. And so they have a head start on competition, that's for sure. And I don't know. I mean, are you a buyer of Stacks?
I have some. I haven't sold any, but I'm not accumulating anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me personally. What about you? Same?
Yeah, I'm not. I probably fade Stacks from here on out. I'm not a hater on it, but it kind of that same camp as Litecoin. I think that there's just a lot of other options that I think are gonna generate better returns this coming year.
Okay. Someone earlier asked ETH dominance versus Bitcoin dominance. So, Solana versus ETH dominance. So Solana dominance is at 3.16%. ETH dominance is at 13.1%. Damn, that's pretty low. 13%. ETH used to be in the 20s. And so, yeah, I mean, Solana's in the candles here. It is, you know, it's been kind of trending down. Obviously, the markets are rolling and Solana's kind of slowing down. And ETH has been also trending down, I mean, really since December of 2021, right? With certain spikes up to that 20% plus level. And then breaking below 15% not too long ago. So will ETH dominance continue to rise? I don't know. It's interesting to kind of go back and look at this 6 months from now. Here's the thing, you know, as the space matures, ETH's going to have more competitors. Solana's going to have more competitors. ICP's going to, well, maybe not ICP because what they do, I don't think anyone can do. Well, at least like on the level they do it. But same with Caspa, I guess. But there's certain things that like, yeah, you're so far ahead. As long as you continue to make your product better and build, it's going to take a lot for someone to catch up. But if you're like, hey, yeah, we're doing layer 1 and yeah, we do this, then okay, it's a different story. But something to keep an eye on regardless. And so, yeah, that'll do it for the show today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We want to note or remind you, buy an almanac, please. You'll love it. It's an awesome product. And also you're supporting the channel. That thing that's going back there costs a lot of money. Nah, I don't want to have to sell my crypto. So buy an almanac so I don't have to sell my crypto. Thank you. Also, we got 2 videos coming out today. Cardano video and a Bitcoin price prediction video for 2025. Again, do not miss that video. Big giveaway in there. And then, yeah, anything else?
That's it, man. Let's celebrate 100K Bitcoin. It's dipped briefly, but I think it'll be back. And so, yeah, it's a big day today.
Yeah.
Go showboat. Go talk crap. Send some text messages. Like, told you.
Showboats. Also, if you're an ICP fan, I'm recording a video with Kyle from Definity today. That'll air sometime over the weekend. And so make sure to have your notification bells on. Got a lot of content coming your way. Anyways, that being said, Rocco, thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. Congrats on the 100K, guys. This is just the beginning. Stay with us. Watch our channel. Let's have fun together. Let's make money together. We love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Sin City, crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Named according to your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.